After helping Morel search all of his traps and finding out that one of them was missing a bunch of locusts, we have come to the conclusion that it is most likely Kuno who would know something. So we still have 7 minutes until we can go to the communist meeting. So here we go. And we don't have Kim to support us. Oh, I hope that Harry doesn't, fall apart at this. We do have 6 morale, though.
Kuno saw you wield that can. Sweet graffito action, pig. Kuno likes that delinquent shit.
Oh, he saw me painting the the wall back there, huh? You like art? Papa's bad to the bone. Yeah, you like art, Kuno?
Fuck no. Art shit.
Write in an imaginary notebook. Got it. Art's shit.
That's right, pig. Shit.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about missing locusts?
No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs.
So he knows locusts are bugs.
Well, that's not a horrible stretch. Well, maybe for Kuno it is.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
Shut up, see.
So Kuno S isn't it? It doesn't like the bugs, or saw him doing this and then was like, that stuff sucks, you shouldn't do that, and he did it anyway?
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison!
What's this about? Now hold on, no one is lame here. Just tell me what happened. Like, that's the bad thing. No one's lame! Yeah, I'll do that.
Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
Do I need to go inside and get Elizabeth to come out and be his lawyer? Swear to God, if I have to do that.
Lame. That rings some bells. Could this be connected to Night City? AKA, the City of Rage.
Kuno, is this about Rage City?
Oh god, Kuno, no! What's gonna happen now? They're gonna make you lame!
Stop it, see. No one's gonna make anyone lame. Kuno's got this under control.
There's definitely something going on here. You should check out Kuno's shack, the one with the pig's head.
Did I find the shack pig's head? Was that the one with the... It was behind the Eternite. Is there a pig's head in there? Well, anyway, Kuno, I found your shack.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
My face shifted. Before we go on with that, let's talk about how you said it was just some roofing material some gimps left behind. That was a lie. No, I face shifted.
Shit. Get the fuck out of here. You can't do that.
All right, you explain how I got in then.
You can't do that, Kuno. He's trying to fuck at you again.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit.
He seems a little unsure of himself.
How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right?
Outer residue. Magnesalam, I guess maybe would be how you say that. Okay, what's with the pig head?
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
I mean, he wouldn't necessarily be trying to send a message because he didn't think I could find my way in there. So it's not like the message was readily apparent. Demo tape like a musician. Cool pig head, I liked it. I got one too, this one. It's shit. Or not say those things. Demo tape like some kind of musician.
Yeah, Kuno plays on snuff radio, fucks pigs, live, fucks their heads off. Kuno's a cop killer.
I found a plate covered with powder residue. You know anything about that?
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
I mean, we did come to the conclusion that he's very likely on drugs early on, right?
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
Chemistry, calm down. No, we're on the straight and narrow. What's with that tube of magnesium?
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
He looks at you like you just pointed at the sun and asked what it was.
You could use some.
Oh, that was a failure? Oh, endurance, that's why. I thought it was electrochemistry again. I was like, electrochemistry told me to get it on a fail? It's magnesium, right?
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a battle.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
I know all about magnesium. I rock it all the time.
You're not getting this, Pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
He looks at you, eyes bulging.
Fuck you, Pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die.
Isn't magnesium literally just a healing item? I think it's fine. I've heard enough.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
But I've still got to talk about the shack again. But I don't think there's anything else I can do there. Maybe...
Kuno doesn't fucking...
Yeah. Maybe I can go inside and, like, take his drugs. Like, not take them, but, you know, abscond with them. It's crawling with locusts. Right.
All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes for windows.
Is he making little mud houses for these bugs?
Like skyscrapers, spires of dirt and sand rising. Accommodations for their insectoid inhabitants. Sounds like you found the locust, detective.
What is this?
Heaps of leaves are rotting among the mud-caked towers. Dozens of little locusts feed on them, buzzing away with vicious joy. Kuno has really outdone himself here.
Is this the first time he's ever actually created rather than destroyed?
It's an ode to self-expression. It's the work of a self-taught visionary.
I should go and ask him to stop then. This kid is self-expressing. He's a visionary. I need to go make him stop. Is there something else? I thought I saw another like little bauble appear over here. Kuno, could you stop making locust art?
Fuck does Kuno care?
I know you took the locust from the traps the cryptozoologist set up.
Yeah. Kuno took the bugs. So what?
So it wasn't a phasmid. A wave of disappointment washes over you.
I was really hoping it would be the Reed phasmid. Oh, that ate the locust, not you. He's gonna be like, I didn't eat the locust. I built them a city. You say you don't give a fuck about bugs. Why go build a whole bug town? I know that Inland wants me to say that, but I'm gonna go with this one. Why are you going and building a whole town if you don't give a fuck?
It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts. Locusts aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like a fucking shadow. Shit descends.
I see. You like them because they're a literal plague.
Stop!
Oh, I guess not a plague, a pestilence, right? She wails from behind the fence, then buries her face in her hands.
Locusts coming down like a shadow. This must be the night city he mentioned when you asked him where he's been.
So that in there is Night City.
Yeah, Locust City. City of Rage. City of Lights.
There's a tug of war over the name of his fantastical city. It's almost too big for his imagination.
Can we help him?
The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort.
We gotta help him with the name because it's gonna upset her.
The lameness is causing her physical pain. The damage may be permanent.
City of Rage sounds like a cool place. What are you, some kind of artist now? Oh, I gotta play this up because I want Kuno S to feel the pain. City of Rage sounds like a cool place.
Kuno, the pig wants to help you. Oh, that's how lame it is. Please just don't say you're...
An artist. Maybe I am an artist. You hear that, everyone? I'm a fucking artist now.
I thought he wouldn't like being called an artist. Otherwise, I definitely would have called him an artist.
Did he just say I? Kuno usually calls Kuno Kuno.
Yeah, he did. Although I don't want to get him off track with that. I do want to go down that line, but... Oh, if I say I'm an artist, he's not going to like that either. Should listen to your friend. All right. Hold on, did I hear you right? You said I.
Kuno made Kuno. Kuno says whatever the fuck he wants. There are no rules here, pig.
He steps closer.
I fucking say I when I wanna, and Kuno when I wanna. Kuno's free. Kuno's free to fucking die, bitch.
This is what he sometimes does when things get tense.
Making art is a worthy calling. I'm something of an artist myself.
Oh my god, Kuno! It's gonna make you totally lame in like 3 seconds. Don't let him, Kuno.
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free.
He tears at the buttons of his shirt, trying to rip them open. They don't give way.
Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
But don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
A leaden silence fills the yard.
In it, you hear snow melting, dripping from the eaves. Someone closing a window.
Depends on the choices you make. Or, oh, come on, no one's going to take you away. I really want to do whatever I can to just get to her. I kind of feel like this one will work the best. That depends on the choices you make, young girl.
Without a word, she disappears entirely behind the fence.
Victory.
For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face. You got him. Now convince him to leave the cryptozoologist's traps alone.
I need you to stop taking locusts from the traps. The cryptozoologists are trying to find something very important. These locusts are bait. I have to ask, what does the city of locusts mean? I mean, rhetoric does say I've got him. I would go on with this. I need you to stop.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now. She was right.
The girl's face appears again, above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno. She doesn't know whether to be glad because Kuno's finally convinced of the lameness, or more worried because of his continued use of the first person singular. Kuno is Kuno, not I.
Oh, I can actually ask the other things. Great. I have to ask, what does the city of Locust mean?
It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck.
He turns his face up to the heavens.
Pig, you really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking lame.
What's gonna happen to the locusts?
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die.
That, well, alright. I mean, they can find more locusts, I suppose. Well, now that that's settled, I'd better be off.
The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
Should I tell him about the phasmid? Yeah, why not? It's not that it exists anyway. The Insulindian phasmid. God, I hope that gets him interested in cryptozoology and he becomes one of those weirdos.
He recognizes the name.
Wait, do you know what the Insulindian phasmid is?
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
Well, and now we can go and attend our communism meeting. And then if there's time left in the day, I can go and tell Morel about the locusts. Because I assume I do need to report back to him, right? Oop. Yeah. Okay. We'll do that later. For a second, I was thinking I had to go see the smoker. No, it's not the smoker. It's... Was it this room here? I guess not. Gee, do I have info on... the Cape Side Apartments? That's here, right? None of those. Oh, maybe it was upstairs past, Cindy. In here, maybe. Oh, wait. Maybe. Above, tarps flap in the wind, forgotten hammers and nails rust.
As you approach the metal grill, you can hear several voices having what appears to be an animated discussion.
Brothers, I have arrived!
This must be it. Beyond this door lies the beating heart of radical communism in Martinez. Somehow, the night air softens the smell of trash and sea brine. As the breeze pulls through the canvas like a shuttle through a loom, you catch a hint of something unexpected. Something earthy, warm, and burnt.
Like, coffee? Is it coffee? Because that... At first I was thinking earthy and warm, maybe it's some kind of baked good, and then the burnt, coffee often has that kind of like, because it's roasted. Comrades, let me in. I want some coffee.
The acrid smell of failure.
Oh, damn it. No, I wanted the coffee.
No, that's just slightly burnt coffee.
Oh, see,
a
good.
smell you would recognize anywhere.
See, I was right. I know coffee.
Just look at this pig, sniffing about after hours.
Why didn't you say the secret door was right behind you? Hey, it's past curfew. Yeah, why didn't you say it was right here?
Must have slipped my mind. You know how it goes.
She gives you a lackadaisical shrug.
The metal grill is cool to the touch.
Should I don't want to bang on it yet. See if we can listen a little bit first.
You can make out at least two separate voices. Two voices, both male, approximately early 20s.
Okay. Young, so they're still in that kind of like fighting the system phase before they settle into old age.
Careful with those now. I have it. It's going to work. I can feel it.
You can make out two
Oh,
voices.
I thought I could
Careful
hear
with
more.
those. I have it.
All right.
It's going to work. I can feel it.
I thought for a second that it was try to listen for more. Bang on the grill.
The clang of metal reverberates all along the scaffolding. The voices coming from the other side fall silent.
Who's there? Is that you, Maurice?
Are you communist? I'm looking for some communists.
Who said communist? Did we say communist? Get out of here.
Listen, I've already built like 0.0001% of communism, but now I need you, or I need to get organized. Can you help me?
For a moment, silence.
What's the passphrase?
Oh, wasn't it? Dobreva and Adonais? That sounds familiar.
There's no response. You begin to wonder whether they've slipped out some back way.
Ah, did I say the wrong thing?
No, they're still there. You can feel them back there.
Alright. The key's taped to the back of the door frame. Just make sure you put it back when you're done, or we'll all be locked out. And do watch the concrete. It just kind of falls away, in places.
Have fun at your underground meeting, pig. Hope it's a blast.
Don't say it like you're planting a bomb, Cindy.
The two young men are either oblivious to or ignoring your entrance. Their attentions are fixed on whatever it is they're stacking in the middle of the floor.
Okay, that's not communism. You're just putting like dominoes and like making one of those things where it kind of just runs around and like everything gets knocked over and you make a big show of it.
Matchboxes, it appears.
Oh, matchboxes, okay.
I think it's holding, Alexis.
It is. It's holding.
It's definitely not holding. Those matchboxes are stacked so haphazardly, it's like they want them to collapse.
Come on, you guys. I got visual calculus. I got interfacing. Let me help you.
Careful, careful.
Ah, shit. You blew it. Now we'll never build communism.
Damn, hardly any difference.
The young man shakes his head and looks up at you with barely concealed irritation.
You're late.
You should know the meeting starts at 10 p.m. sharp.
Do you actually have to be here exactly at 10 p.m.? That's pretty difficult to pinpoint, really. His companion looks up at you and squints.
His eyes are tracing an invisible line back and forth from your jacket to his companion.
Hey, Steban. Isn't that your jacket?
Oh, shit.
What a coincidence. You two have the same jacket. What are the odds?
What are the odds?
Based on the prevalence of white Sarah Mauritian suits in Martinez, extremely low.
It certainly looks like my jacket, Alexis. Where did you get that, gendarme?
It's been confiscated. No, I don't. Should I just be truthful? I broke into your room and stole shit. Must be a coincidence. Because that's... He won't fall for that. Alright, I found it. In a room?
Yeah, I'm sure you did. That's real Sarah Mauritian twill. Only old Sarah Mauritian communists and drug smugglers wear those anymore.
He is neither of those, of course. He is simply a poor student putting on airs. Also, he doesn't have the shoulders to fill out such a jacket.
See, Uli? It's just like Mazov wrote. How does it go again?
Those committed to the rights of property are those most apt to violate them.
His companion nods empathetically.
Just a minute. Steban, Ulixis, why do those names ring the faintest of bells?
Yeah, why do they? Do I know them? Or know of them?
Probably because they're the real names of Nazteb and Exilus, the authors of that so-called essay about Tip-Top Tournay you read.
The one in the, above the gate to get into that, like, industrial area, like, into the dockyards. When I found it in there, before we talked to what's his face? The guy that looks like Milton from, from Office Space.
You should get to the bottom of this when you have the chance.
I assumed it was Maurice who broke into my room to play a trick on me. I didn't think I'd actually been raided by the RCM.
Look, man, it doesn't even fit you anyway. Listen, comrade, it's not what it looks like. I guess I could offer it back, but I do want to keep it. I like it. Listen, comrade.
You're right. It's better.
Is it?
Can you imagine the look on Morris's face when he finds out the RCM has been kicking my door down?
He'll shit himself. Positively.
And now they've sent one of their agents to infiltrate our meeting.
He rubs his hands together excitedly. Hold on, I'm not here to infiltrate your meeting. I want to join your meeting.
The RCM wants to join us?
A quizzical expression.
Interesting. Does that mean you've done the reading?
About the tip-top tourney?
Uh-oh. No one said anything about reading. You'll just have to wing this one.
Oh, drama. Drama. You failed on this one. If only I'd worn the bow tie. The reading, yes, I've definitely done that. I thought this was a revolutionary group. No one mentioned any reading. All right. You know what? For the drama, let's go to that impossible failure the drama just did. The reading, yes, I've definitely done that.
You have. Excellent. Let's hear your critique then.
I thought the themes were interesting.
They always say that when they haven't done their reading.
Damn it.
Well, this is getting awkward. I'm not sure what you're expecting to find here then.
Maybe he can explain himself.
Do I know you two from somewhere?
I don't think so. Unless you've been hanging around the Cultural Studies faculty at the École Normale de Revachol.
Perhaps he subscribes to La Fumée.
Oh, show them La Fumée. Wait, you guys wrote for this?
You've read our article.
For the first time since you've met the young man, words seem to desert him.
That I did not expect.
His companion is blushing now, a sheepish grin on his face.
The energy in the room has shifted ever so slightly in your favor. They're afraid they've somehow embarrassed themselves in front of you.
Well, don't keep us on tenterhooks. What did you think of the essay?
God, it's been so long since I read it.
Time to meet these two on the intellectual battlefield. Why don't you show off those highly developed critical faculties of yours?
God, at least I got high conceptualization, so it's pulling me through here. It was a good article. You should keep developing your ideas.
Well, of course that's just an initial foray into the subject. We're hoping to return to it for a more substantial treatment next term. In any case, I'm glad our piece found its audience. That's always the hope with these things, you know.
What exactly are you two doing here?
In the most generous sense, I would say we're cultivating revolutionary consciousness.
Yes, that's probably the best way to describe it.
By doing that thing with the matchboxes? And like burning your coffee?
But more specifically, we're running a reading group. The most rigorous and theoretically advanced materialist reading group in Martinez.
That's how you get communism. You just form a book club, right?
Comrade Steban is a great discussion leader. One of the best at the university.
Ah, God. These guys aren't gonna do any revolutionary anything. They're just gonna sit around reading crap and like talking about it.
It's obvious they take this group of theirs extremely seriously. Whatever you do, don't compare it to a common book club.
I read ahead on that one. I saw don't compare it. I'm like, shit. Already on that train is already leaving the station. Is this where I can swear off in theory combat? Sounds like a place for intense intellectual engagement. Exactly my kind of jam. Sounds like a regular old book club. Theory combat? They'll probably like this one better. Alright, sounds like a place for intense intellectual engagement. Exactly my kind of jam.
That's our whole thing. The world is so shallow, all noise and repetition. We're interested in genuinely radical critique.
Precisely. We are not interested in senseless parroting. We like to read critically.
Within the contours of Mazovian historical materialism, of course.
I didn't realize they taught radical Mazovian theory in the universities. Or what does your reading group read? Yeah, I didn't realize.
Huh. As though you can call that problem teaching.
One thing you learn quickly at university is that you're not going to find a real education in any lecture hall or discussion seminar.
We are post-attendance, basically.
I see. So you dropped out.
Exactly. The only worthwhile part of the so-called École Normale de Revachol is the library. That's where we've made our greatest critical strides.
So what does your reading group actually read?
We study all the foundational texts of Mazovian theory, of course. Just last week we finished the second volume of Puncher and Watman's Innocence of Capital.
Truly extraordinary.
Innocence of Capital, like the innocences like Dolores Day, or just innocence as in the actual concept?
And before that we spent 6 weeks on State and Plasm.
Uh-oh. You can feel your attention span rapidly deteriorating.
Oh, legendary volition check. Oh no, I should not let my mind wander. Who hasn't been in this situation though? Somebody is just going on, and you're just like, oh no, it's happening. Like, I am not picking up anything. and then you realize, like 5 minutes later, that they are talking about, like, the conversation has jumped 5 different points, and you're like, what is this person even talking about? Okay, come on, Harry, pull it together. Force yourself to keep listening.
We've also read Wertmüller's The Megastructure of History, and before that, Real and Reality.
Oh my god.
Communist theorists love puns, in case that wasn't obvious.
Yeah.
Hablas une pain infernal.
The original Fizdale translation, not that worded down revisionist garbage.
These two deserve the Order of Honor for bullshitting. There's no way they've actually read all this stuff.
Obviously.
But, of course, our special emphasis is on the theories of Ignace Nilsson and his followers, especially the inframaterialists.
One of Krasmazov's closest associates, Ignace Nilsson, was a leading political and military figure in the anti-centennial revolution. Today, Nilsson's reputation has waned in most parts of the developed world, with the exception of the People's Republic of Samara, SRV, where he is recognized as a founding father. His political philosophy is a variant of Mazovianism called Nilssonist Mazovianism.
So they said their special emphasis is on Ignace. So they'll probably like it if I am in support of him. But then again, if I say he's not so popular, they might be. Of course, nobody understands his theories. Oh, I feel like this one probably would do better, but I'm getting a vibe from this one. All right, Ignace Nilsson. He's not so popular these days, is he?
Only because certain moralists and ideological lapdogs pretend to object to his more maximalist tactics, as though they've never committed any so-called war crimes.
The young man grimaces. It seems he's less than 100% comfortable with war crimes.
He also happens to be the greatest communist theorist after Mazov himself. It was Nilsson who first postulated the existence of ideological plasm, which forms the basis of inframaterialist theory.
The young man sighs. His companion looks about furtively.
Where is the rest of the reading group?
What do you mean? This is the reading group.
There's just 2 of you?
We're in something of a rebuilding phase.
Does that mean you had more people before, or... I have a feeling not.
Some of our former comrades didn't have the ideological fortitude our work demands.
But what happened to them?
Intellectual attrition is maybe the best way to describe it. Felix said he couldn't keep up with the reading on top of his classwork. And Susanna wanted to read text other than Mazovian theory. Like novels, if you can believe it.
Oh, good God. Reading for pleasure?
Imagine the audacity of wanting to read a novel in a reading group.
Novels. Unbelievable.
See? Even the gendarme gets it.
We've tried recruiting new members, but unfortunately the current intellectual climate is pretty hostile to inframaterialist thought. These days, if you're on the left, the ascendant schools are the Gottwaldians and their iconoclasts.
Don't forget about Maurice and the turnips.
Turnips?
Right. Then there was the whole turnip debacle.
Whatever this turnip business is about, one thing is perfectly clear. These young students have a much deeper understanding of communism than you do.
Sounds like I gotta hang out with them.
You could learn a thing or two from them. If you can convince them you're one of them.
Guess I should get some more info. What's so bad about the Gottwaldians?
They're the most depressing school of communism. They love writing long books with a patina of Mazovian theory to cover up their cheap psychologizing.
A gang of cheap psychologists and intellectual midgets. Typical Gottwalders, in other words.
It's okay for Uli to say that, because his dad is from Gottwald.
I was just gonna say his accent, since it's kind of, German, he must be But, okay. What's so depressing about their theories?
The Godwald school believe that intellectuals as a class are capable of sparking revolutionary change. So all they can do is critique capitalism from inside itself.
I mean...
In other words, they have lost faith in their own relevance.
Looking at these two, I kind of find myself agreeing with the Gutwaldians in that case.
That's why they spend all their time smoking cigarettes and writing long works of criticism that make you want to commit suicide.
Oh, wasn't that one book that I read in the building downstairs? Like a horribly sad Gutwaldian book. Oh, that sounds miserable.
It is miserable. That's probably why they're always committing suicide.
Also not a good way to bolster your numbers.
You see, the Gottwald school look like communists. They talk like communists. But scratch the patina and you'll see beneath that they're just depressed liberals who've read too many books.
He keeps using the word patina. Like he wants to appear smart because he's using big words. I mean, he did also say some other things that just felt very like freshmen in college who's padding their papers with a bunch of big words. Okay, but what about the iconoclasts?
For starters, they love talking about beans.
Beans.
That's right. Iconoclasts are obsessed with beans. They love thinking about beans. They love counting beans. But most of all, they love building models to predict how many beans there'll be in the future.
By beans, do you mean money, like a bean counter?
Nota bene, iconoclast is an extra pejorative form of the already pejorative name, Mazovian economists, a moderate school of Mazovianism which advocates the gradual transition to communism through carefully managed economic modernization rather than violent social revolution.
Extra pejorative, I see. So they're trying to move to communism by slowly changing into a more like planned economy. Okay.
They're by far the most bean-centric school of communism.
Isn't it good to know what's wrong with making progress? Are the beans a metaphor?
If only. They've got all the beans accounted for in their asset sheets, their quarterly budgets, their future projections. But for some reason, there are never enough beans to go around. So we've just got to cut our bean rations in half.
Oh, literal beans.
And next thing you know, there are budget cuts, so now we've got to cut the bean rations in half again. You see, iconoclasts claim to be communists, but in reality they're just liberals with hard-ons for spreadsheets.
And what about the liberals? Are they liberals too?
Of course not. The only people who actually call themselves liberals are mouth-foaming reactionaries.
Basically indistinguishable from fascists. You'd need an X-ray machine to tell the difference.
How about Cindy? Is she part of your group?
Cindy is... How to describe her role?
I mean, she's a skull, so violent?
Something of an ideological auxiliary, perhaps.
Yes, that's exactly how I would put it. And naturally, we support her radical counter-liberal aesthetics.
But she refuses to submit an essay, so we can't call her a member of the group per se.
Yeah, I can't imagine her writing an essay.
That doesn't stop her from using the room for studio space, of course.
Is that her work over there to the left? Alright, what's this about turnips?
It's an unfortunate story. You see, our ex-comrade Maurice is something of an economist.
He's studying macro and microeconomics.
Right. So a few weeks ago we were discussing the extra physical capabilities of the revolutionary state. And Maurice said... What were his exact words, Ulex's?
It was unbelievable. He said, turnips don't care if they are grown by communists, moralists, or Vulcan. They grow just the same.
Basically, he was rejecting the whole foundation of inframaterialist theory.
Oh no.
What is this inframaterialist business they keep blathering about? You've never heard of anything like it.
Yeah, I can't even work out what that's supposed to mean just by, like, looking at it. Infra is, like, inside of, or, like, between, I guess? Or, no, under. I was thinking intra, not. So, infra, like infrared. So below red. So below materialist? I'd have no idea what he's talking about. Remind me what that is. What's that got to do with turnips?
Simply that under suitably revolutionary conditions, crop yields naturally increase relative to non-revolutionary crops, which Morris somehow has the gall to deny.
Crop yields naturally increase relative to non-revolutionary crops, as long as there's a revolutionary condition. Are you saying that just having a communist revolution means that crops grow better? All right.
Susanna said that he has been hanging out with some non-communists lately.
For us, the question boiled down to, if you don't even accept the basic ideas of Nielsen and inframaterialist theory, why are you in the reading group?
Isn't it good to have other opinions too? So you expelled Maurice from the reading group over an argument about turnips?
Well, it wasn't so much that he was expelled.
He just quit coming. We haven't seen him around for weeks.
All right, I've heard enough. Let's talk about something else.
Go ahead.
What were you doing with those matchboxes?
The young man frowns at the little pile of boxes on the floor.
Nothing, just messing around until the meeting started.
I thought you said it started immediately at 22. And I came in 30 minutes late, so you guys are the only two members.
They're watching those matchboxes awfully intently for two guys who are just messing around.
All right, come on. What are you guys really on about?
It's almost as though they were trying to create the most unstable structure they could, with predictable results.
They have anything? I doubt they have anything to do with the lynching, but I can see if they at least know about it. You guys have anything to do with the lynching?
Lynching? No. We're not an operational cell.
I never would have guessed.
We think of ourselves as more of an intellectual vanguard.
It's your stance, okay. Are you affiliated with the Union? I mean, that is a good question. Are you affiliated with the Union?
No, we're an independent organization.
Of course.
We acknowledge and respect the Union's efforts, but our interests are more theoretical than Mr. Clare's.
Clare, that's right. Everard Clare, that was his name. All I could think of was Milton.
He speaks the truth.
Okay, well, what's your stance on the lynching?
Our stance? What? Do you want to know if the SRV has established a party line on the lynchings in Martinez?
The two young men look at each other.
Though historically speaking, the SRV has supported direct action against right-wing paramilitary squads, especially when they are doing the Indo-Tribe's dirty work.
Good point. So as a provisional matter, I can say we support it.
Are they being sarcastic? You feel like you're caught in some elaborate joke labyrinth, but it's impossible to see your way through.
What's your stance on crime in general?
That's easy. Crime is simply the inevitable expression of the injustice and incoherence embedded within capitalism itself.
Delivered with the smug assurance of a schoolboy reciting a maxim he's committed to memory.
It's a symptom, in other words, not a cause.
I thought I was supposed to learn a lot from these guys, and they seem absolutely clueless. He waves his hand as though this is all there is to say on the subject of crime.
His companion can barely suppress a yawn.
Are there any operational communists in Martinez?
No, unfortunately. The communards were hunted down and killed nearly to a man. All that's left of them are bones and old rifles.
And show them the old Belle McGraw. The figurine. Just like the anarchists. Like this one.
His companion's eyes widen as you hold up the ancient weapon. He's practically itching to stick that thing in someone's face and pull the trigger.
Yes, like that one. I wonder how many of these are still lying around in cellars or sealed up behind the masonry.
He knits his brows together and then looks up.
Can I hold it?
It doesn't even fire, so why not? Here.
It's heavier than I was expecting.
The rifle rests in his open palms. Its position reminds you of something.
Though what, exactly, you can't say. He turns the rifle over again, admiring the glint of light off the oily barrel. When he's finished, he returns the rifle to you with a nod of appreciation.
Is the reading group accepting new members?
We typically only accept new members once per semester. There's this whole process with essays and presentations on assigned topics.
The young man turns to his companion.
But given that we have some extra seating at the moment, I guess we could be convinced to expedite an application or two.
Stefan, you can't be serious. For gendarme?
I am serious. As materialists, we've got to adapt to conditions as they are. Besides, you still need to pass the interview portion of the entrance process.
He turns back to you.
Assuming he's even still interested, that is.
Oh, an impossible check. +6, proud bookshop ruminant. And the standard Wirral die. So Wirral was the game, because there were the two games. One was popular with like colonialists or whatever, and the other one was like the D&D type game. And I guess because I've just read a bunch of stuff in the bookshop, do I have anything that can up my composure? All right, will you guys still be here?
Sure, we're here most every night. Maybe we'll catch you again.
Sleep well, gendarme.
Let me see what I've got. So it was composure. Any of this dropping composure? Yeah, those gotta go. Give me some plus to composure. I think the shoes are the only things I have. My old snakeskin shoes, right? Yeah, +1 composure. What's the... What do I have on my neck right now? Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I do want to keep that one on. I was going to say I might put on the bow tie for drama, but nah, I think this is good. Well, that's a +1.
Hear that? Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. The lack of magnesium has you slouched.
There's a lack of magnesium in me?
Yes, and it's critical. Look at yourself. You're practically devolving into a fish due to the lack of magnesium in your bloodstream.
I need to mag it up?
You need to get so magged up. You've probably had 2 heart attacks and a minor stroke already. And the only prescription is insane amounts of magnesium.
Is this like isn't magnesium... Oh, I can't look at my items. I was going to say, isn't magnesium just a healing item? It's not considered like an actual drug, is it? Well, I don't have to take the thought, so I need to become a magnesium-based life form?
Yes, if you want to live, you need to evolve. You need to transcend the carbon barrier. Go to the apothecary and buy insane amounts of magnesium. It will reverse the damage to your circulatory system.
I don't know if that's a good idea. Let's look at... Oh, it was under tools, right? Oh, maybe not, because that's just drugs. These are all things I can sell. These are interactables. Does it not actually show my my drugs? My like magnesium? Because that's just potent Pilsner and Commodore Red. That well. What I can do though is put my big shoes back on. Oh wait, no, crap, I still needed the snakeskin shoes. I hadn't even done this yet. Alright, guys.
The gendarme returns. What do you need?
72%, that's pretty good. Alright. Convince them I belong in the reading group.
Is it getting warm in here? There seems to be a little pool of sweat forming in the depression of your lower back.
Oh, right, I was gonna say, why did I just heal? And that's because I heal on a fail. Why is this happening? I thought I had my shit together. I'm not nervous. I'm a superstar. I'm definitely not sweating. No, sir. As I dab the sweat. It's because I don't do well in interviews.
No, you're terrible at them. The thought of everyone looking at you, judging you, makes you want to heave, frankly.
Why is this happening? I thought I had my shit together.
You did. You must be extremely nervous for some reason.
Definitely not sweating. No, sir.
Excellent work. Now there's a dark handprint on the back of your shirt. Everyone will be able to see the evidence of your overactive sweat glands.
Why am I getting so worked up? They're just a couple of kids.
Let's be frank. They're probably way smarter than you.
Oh, God.
You bet they've read more books than you can even name.
Oh, that's pretty bad if these two are smarter than me.
You've been quite studious these past few days. You should be able to handle whatever they want to throw your way.
Yeah, I've read so many books.
The hardest part will just be working up the nerve to ask without soiling yourself.
Ah, shit.
Everything all right, gendarme? You look a little green about the gills.
I'm fine. It's all right. I'll be back. Well, let me put back my ceramic boots. Can I have some of that coffee? Coffee. At the bottom of the pot, an aisle of black sludge rises from the shadowy sea. Sounds like the coffee I'd have when I was in the military. You know, that just had a sudden memory come back of how the LPO of my division actually, like, hardwired a coffee machine into the sonar control room. It's this big, like, stainless steel monstrosity. And he made the worst coffee. It was always just sludge and burnt and awful. What is that? Reflective construction vest. What's that do for me? Endurance up and reaction speed, because I'm impossible to miss, right? A ludicrously reflective safety vest like those favored by construction and road repair crews comes with a replaceable battery pack. Makes you feel like a deep sea anemone. What does that replace? My God. Now I want the conceptualization. This one says, no war but class war. The poster reads, under the cobblestones, communism. A rickety easel surrounded by pots of, how do you say that, gouache? Cindy's, no doubt. Could it be the Phasmid? No, probably not. Did I just hear something? Wait, there were two of them. Come back. What's that say? Try not to think about the cracks spidering out across the floor. Oh yeah, this does just go right out to the sea, doesn't it? Oh, it must be cold as hell in here. Nothing else? No. Well, I tried to build communism, I guess. Cindy?
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Officers, huh? I guess they didn't intend for you to talk to everyone without Kim around. But no, I wanted to ask her about what she was, the slogans and stuff she was painting. I guess, that's about it for the night, right? It's already pretty late, 23:29. I have a feeling I shouldn't stay up too late because it would probably be bad for Harry the next day. Plus, I miss Kim and I want Kim to be back. So we'll come over here, be in front of the whirling, so we can fast travel to... Come on. Go. There it is. Travel here. Will Kim be here waiting for me? Oh, Kim. Kim, I miss you.
It's getting cold, this late in the night. Time to call it a day.
Yeah, enter the shack. What kind of horrible nightmares we're gonna have tonight. We do this one again?
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see your reflection in it.
I think, isn't it just like every day I get one more point towards being able to do it?
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
Right, Harry. Good luck.
The bed underneath you is soft, if lumpy. Waves wash the sand underneath the hut, then grow distant to your ear. In the quiet hum of the organic heater, you fall asleep.
Like a deftly cast fishing net, sleep pulls you out of the world and into its dark shore. The rough mesh chafes, tightening around you, it digs into your brain.
Dark shore, my ass. I know what this is.
How have things been going for you out there? Helped anyone lately? Saved anyone lately? Murdered anyone lately?
I mean, I helped, what's her face? Find her dead husband. Have I saved anyone? I don't know if I've necessarily saved anyone. And I definitely haven't murdered, so, you know, at least that.
This bastard isn't even listening to you.
Why am I even talking?
Because you know you are a murderer. A disco music listening psycho killer who offs poor people and then forgets about it.
Doesn't scare me or... Alright, so I'm a murderer and that's bad. Shut up, I just want to sleep. Okay, so I'm a murderer and that's bad.
Hear that? He doesn't even flinch. Iceman doesn't care about killing people. That's nothing to him. Blackwater, under the bridge. The thing he's really scared of is much, much worse than that.
Why are you doing this? I just want to sleep. I can almost see in the dark. Or I can almost see the dark.
We're trying to help you. All these processes, these tortures, voices and tremors are all just distractions, flares and countermeasures to keep you from the last dream. The worst of them all.
What, the ex-wife? Come on, rip the Band-Aid off. We gotta do it. No, it'll go horribly. The last dream.
The last dream will be total annihilation. Cinders peeling off the fuselage. We won't be there to help you anymore, Harry. We will be dormant. You will be naked and alone.
And the air will smell of apricots. Oh no, her face forms in summertime. I don't want to anymore. I don't want to think about either of those things. Yeah, I don't want to.
Oh, but you will. You're already going there. Slipping. How long can we keep you from the precipice? One more dream? 2 max, baby. Then it's...
Are you saying I've got 2 more days to finish up before Harry just, like, dreams himself to death? He, like, wakes up from a nightmare about his ex-wife? Well, doesn't wake up. He wakes up dead. The air will smell of apricots.
Of hell. An ancient sadness, brother. 10,000 years later, in front of the video rental, there is a warm breath on your face again. Everything is okay again.
Everything is so okay.
Doesn't sound like it'll be okay.
Your eyelids flutter open for a moment. When you close them again, you sense the light of the room around you. You're back. In 2 seconds, the alarm will ring.
Oh my god, you guys woke me up before my alarm.
The last thought in your head before waking is, Maybe you shouldn't have seen that stained glass window in the church.
Oh. God, Harry. Well, at least we're healed, but... Harry? I think you're sitting the wrong way. Well, never mind. What's in this?
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rod
Oh,
soap,
right.
and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
Yeah, let's wash off that death smell.
Scrubbing all the necrotic tissue off your hands takes a while. The fingernails are especially hard. Death has made its way into every nook and cranny.
God, I should have thought to do that last night.
Should have used gloves. Detectives use gloves when they go rummaging around in someone's dead brain.
Didn't I have on the ceramic gloves? Maybe they don't count as gloves.
But man persists, and finally, your bruised hands look clean and presentable. Sort of. The sudden absence of the morbid dead tissue smell is uplifting.
Good. Let's go see Kim before we end for today. Oh, Kim, it's so good to have you back. Good morning. Oh, I've missed you.
Yes?
Oh, I found out what the pail is while you were gone. I know you didn't want me to find out, but I did.
Wonderful. What is your takeaway?
It doesn't seem surprised. Oh. I was going to say it seems unreal, but I kind of like... What are we, Lieutenant Kitsuragi?
In Elysium, behind our eyes.
Where are we?
Like all human beings, detective. The world is what it is. I'm glad to see you're stable. Keep it that way.
I thought it was what, and I was going to be like, that's an interesting question, but where are we? Okay, yeah. In Elysium. Wait, in Elysium? Is that actually a place that they've mentioned? Because I thought it was just the bar that we call Disco Elysium. Not like, because this is Revachol, which is in, or this is Martinez in Revachol on, is it Insulinda or whatever? So many names, I'm not going to be able to keep track of everything.
Now, was there anything else, or should we get to it?
Nothing else. Just good to have you back. But let's take a glance at what we might have going today. We need to drop off the info with the cryptozoologist about the insects. Locate a working firearm. Join the reading group. Okay. Offer figurines. Oh yeah, Titus. Okay, so we can go see Titus today. So that will be something that we can do. Actually, there's a lot less in here. I guess we did a lot of the stuff from Monday, right? Do we have any other checks to do? Oh, I could get Kim to... Right, no, I can't do that because my suggestion shit, and I'm going to be bothering him. Titus Hardy, and then a bunch of those that I don't think we can actually do. All right, well then the plan is to go over and talk to the cryptozoologist next time. Good, they're still here. Okay. So I will log out right here and be ready to talk to these two next time. So until then, thank you for joining me. Good night.